Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Miguel. Today, I will show you how you can use one of Claude Code's most advanced and powerful features, dynamic workflows. Let me break it down for you. Now, it all starts from the user prompt. The user prompt is going to be for a long, complex task. Right here, Claude is going to select whether to use a static workflow or a dynamic workflow. The key difference between the two is that pretty much the team of sub agents that is going to be used for static workflows are just general purpose agents, so agents that are not really specialized at anything. But for dynamic workflows, it's actually going to select the agent type that it's going to use as well as the tools. That means that the output that you are going to get from dynamic workflows is going to be truly specialized to the use case that you select. So think about analyzing a business plan. Think about just being able to just change the entire UI of a website all at once. This is what dynamic workflows are meant for. It's extremely powerful whenever you need to fan out a lot of work and maybe even analyze a lot of different possibilities. Now, once you get the workflow running, what it's going to do is it's going to break down the workflow into different tasks and give it to different specialized sub-agents. In the case of the dynamic workflows, as you see right here on the right, it's actually going to select the different types of sub-agents, which can each have their own different models. So for agents that don't need a lot of brain power, it's going to select small models. And for the ones that actually do need quite a bit of brain power, it's going to select bigger models. It also selects the good amount of tools. So for example, if you're using Google Drive on your main Cloud account and it knows that the sub agents don't need that access, it's just going to take it away, reducing the risk of hallucinations and improving the quality of the output that you're going to get. Now, as we go down, both dynamic workflows and static workflows are going to give you a summarized result that then is going to give to you. The difference between the two, one is going to be a bit generic, but even just static workflows can get you quite far ahead compared to the rest of people. But for dynamic workflows, you're going to get something that's extremely specialized and really, really suits your use case. Now, we're going to break down with dynamic workflows. I'm going to show you how to use them precisely. Now, dynamic workflows are only available in Claude Code right now. You cannot use them on Cowork, rather you can only use static workflows, but just have a look at Claude Code and I will guarantee that you will get the best experience that you can have. Now, we're going to be triggering our own dynamic workflow. We're going to be asking Claude Code to help us out with searching information for the web. Then we're going to prompt it and we're going to literally tell him that we need to use a dynamic workflow for this. Hey Claude, I am running a market study. I need to break it down into a dynamic workflow. First, I will need a team of agents that is going to analyze country data and then is going to analyze company data with a second team, both of them specialized. We're going to be targeting France and also the Netherlands. And I want to study companies that are doing heavy investments in AI. At most, 5 companies per geography. And here comes the key part. Please use a dynamic workflow for this. So I am going to give this to Claude Code. In my case, you don't even need to go into extra. You can simply use standard high reasoning. This is good enough for this. It's going to start the session and then it's actually going to ask us a bit of questions. You can combine this with all of the more advanced features of Claude Code, such as being able to loop your agents, which is coming up in another video, and also being able to have sub-agents call other sub-agents. What's fantastic about dynamic workflows is that the agents talk between themselves, so you actually get a better quality response. Now, I am going to cut the video here so we can come back whenever this finishes loading. I'll come back to you right after. And here we go. Now, it actually took about 3 minutes for Claude Code to be able to set up all of the sub agents, well, the specialized agents. And as you can see, it already gives me the breakdown of the two teams that it actually created. So team number one is the country specialist, and team number two is going to be the company specialists that are going to be running for the shortlisted companies. It actually puts out a card where you can click and you will see your agents work. So you see the amount of tokens that I have created, the amount of tools that I have used, how long they've been running. You get all of the information and you become your own little manager for all of this team of agents. Within literally just 50 seconds of running, we have a total of 400,000 tokens that have been generated already, which is absolutely massive. This is something that helps you not only improve the quality of your output, but also speeds you out significantly. You do have to be extremely careful though. This consumes a lot of tokens, as you can see. So you must have the $100 to $200 plan for Claude Code. If not, this is going to consume all of your tokens very, very fast. I suggest if you're on the $100 plan, do this at most once or twice per day, and that's already pushing it. For the $200 plan, you can go ahead and do this a couple of times per day. There's no problem with that. Now, it explains to you exactly why a dynamic workflow is something that's completely relevant for this use case. So here it's explaining why it's dynamic. So the fact that we don't really know which companies we're going to be researching after makes it so the first team of agents is going to pass down that information to the second one. And then the second one is going to produce the report that I actually want. Now, you can use this for very complex tasks. For example, being able to just select a lot of information inside of your CRM or marketing campaigns. That's something that you can use and you must use dynamic workflows for. Why? Because whenever you actually give just a bunch of information to one single instance of Claude or an agent, you diminish the quality of the output significantly. So now that you know how to use workflows, dynamic workflows, make sure to map out all of the use cases that come to mind and start testing them out. I'm going to wait a couple of more seconds to see the output of this dynamic workflow, and then I'm going to drop you off. I'll come back to you soon now. And we're back. So as you can see, it actually used a total whopping 49 different sub-agents, all specialized for each company with each different methodology for actually being able to research the information from them. It also consumed 4 million tokens, so the usage is very, very, very high, but the output quality is 100% there. It not only went to internet to find information, it actually also used whatever tool were available inside of my workspace to be able to find the most up-to-date things to be able to accomplish the task that I gave it. So as you can see, it gives me a last market study.md file, which is just markdown, the same thing as text, and it gives me a brief overview. Now that this has been completed, I can ask him to generate a slide deck or simply just give me the brief of the research that I wanted to do. Now, agentic workflows and dynamic workflows, extremely powerful. Just remember, be very careful when you use them because as you can see, it literally consumed half of all of the tokens I could use for the next 5 hours. Now, find a use case where this is useful. It's fantastic for recruitment. It's fantastic for product development. It's fantastic also to check your CRM for reactivation, to analyze entire data sets or Excel files or Google Sheets that make thousands and thousands of rows. Now, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm going to keep showing you how you can make the most out of AI in the next coming videos. Catch you soon. Bye.